Hey everybody, so I just wanted to make a gear video for my wife and I's 2019 through hike attempt of the PCT. This is a ultralight couples list that I wanted to do. There's a lot of gear videos out there, so I don't want to reiterate that, but I did wanted to do something that was more couples related that highlights some of the items that are going to be shared. So before I introduce some of the items inside the backpack, I'll talk about the backpacks themselves really quick. So we both got Superior Wilderness Designs 40-liter framed backpacks. So the reason why we chose these backpacks is because they can take a pretty good sizable load, big water carries, bear cans, ice axes, and all of that. They're pretty versatile, so we can take out the frame stays or leave them in for big carries. This gives us flexibility and very durable, so that was kind of the design of what we were hoping for this PCT through hike. All right, so these items that I got laid out here are items that we are sharing. So obviously we've got a 2-person tent. This is the Z-Packs Duplex in a stuff sack. It's the newer version. We got an assortment of stakes, shepherd hooks, groundhogs, mini groundhogs, or the Z-Pack version of those, and I've got a long 8-inch nail stake for that. We've got the ground sheet. This is kind of more to protect the longevity of our tent for the 2,600 miles that we're doing, but also if we're going to do any cowboy camping, throw that out and put our pads on top of that. I might send that back, I don't know. That's one of those items where I'm not really sure about. We got a trowel. We got knife, nail clippers, sharing those. We got some bear line / extra guy line. We've got our BRS stove, lighter, little rubber band for the pot, fuel, 1350 milliliter titanium Toaks pot, little towel to keep that stuff from rattling around. And then getting into kind of some of the first aid stuff, we've got Tylenol PM, normal, ibuprofen. I got some allergy medicine in there as well. This is a couple tabs of Imodium. This is a pad repair tape. We got some gauze. Got some pain reliever, high strength pain reliever here. Some more, kind of some different allergy medicine if the other stuff doesn't work. This is for popping blisters, this little clothespin, and just general repairs. Some antiseptic pads to kind of clean repair the pads / repair any wounds. Backup water filters freeze or they break, I don't know. I like having a couple of those. We got some band-aids, different kinds, depending on the injury. And then we've got backup sport cap in case we lose one of our smart water bottle caps. This is something that I'm not sure I'm gonna need, but I might bring, is the kind of the gravity connection between like a CNOC, kind of in between the Sawyer filter and to a dirty bag and a clean bag. So we'll see about that. Some tenacious tape and a mini bottle of Vaseline. I'm not sure I mentioned the cash, but for hitchhiking, anything like that, I'd just like to keep a couple of bucks around. So just that emergency cash, I like to, share that between us because the likelihood of needing it individually is very low. But we will be carrying our wallets separately, obviously, and we'll each probably have a little bit of cash in our cards in there as well. So, but this is kind of just an emergency, kind of tucked away. Always know that it's there for emergencies. So that is something we will be sharing. Another shared couple of items that I forgot to mention previously was toothpaste and floss. So again, these are all items that I know we'll be sharing. For lighter pack, I like to list everything, even though we're sharing them. I know that this item's going to go in this pack or that item's going in this pack. I like to list on a lighter pack everything that's going on there because we don't know who's going to be carrying what at what time. She might be carrying the tent one day and I might be carrying the tent the other day. So it's just easier to keep track of everything and be accountable for every single item that you have if you list it on both sheets and you just put a 0.5 on there to say that it's shared. So that's what I got going on here. last thing I wanted to address is things that I'm carrying that are very specific to this through hike. So I don't normally carry these items on average backpacking trips. Just the amount of time that I'm out there doesn't really require it. So you kind of going from left to right. I don't normally use a ground sheet for my tent, but when you're hiking over 2,600 miles and there's the opportunity to kind of cowboy camp, that this is something that I think I'm going to bring. Also an extra the second USB cord there. I usually just normally bring one for my power bank. I normally don't bring headphones. I normally don't bring a wall charger. I normally don't bring my passport. I normally don't bring nail clippers. I normally don't bring cash and HSA cards and debit cards and license and all this stuff. I usually just leave in the car, or just don't bring it at all. So and then lastly, PCT does have a few requirements as far as permits, like the Canada border permit, and the fact that you got to carry your PCT permit pretty much all the time. So that's another thing that it's just kind of specific to a through hike. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of address that and highlight these items and show that these normally aren't part of my base weight, but they are now. All right, guys, that's it. If you have any questions about any of the gear that we're bringing individually, like our backpacks, like why we chose our backpacks, the size, the material that we chose, and the extra features that we chose, all of that, and some of the individual items, the small items and the bigger items, let me know. Post it on YouTube below. I will link my lighter pack so you can see everything that I have and all the weights of everything that I'm bringing. And if you have any questions about or want to see my wife's lighter pack and her individual items that she's bringing, let me know. Happy to share it, and we're excited. Thanks for watching, guys.